Hello, welcome everybody, and here's some more videos of the last couple of weeks of the arena season and a few of the first week in season 2. Today I'm joined with one of my arena partners, cadinsor, who plays obviously the paladin. Rather than just talk to you about the video, we're going to talk a little bit about our tactics and everything. So if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm cadinsor.
And you play a rep pally, and your ospec is also DPS, or have you changed that now?
No, I changed that. My off-spec at the moment is Holy.
Okay, have you tried Holy in PvP yet?
No, not really. I'm getting the gear together still.
Okay, cool. Right, well, a little bit on our tactics. But me and Sam, what we tend to do is we tend to charge our opponents, because obviously we're melee, and in 2 versus 2 what we tend to do is try and nuke the healer first if there's a healer, or if there's a caster, take out the caster. And we do this obviously on Ventrilo. We talk to each other as we're doing this, and we try to synchronize it so our stuns, silences are used together. And Sam, if you'd like to tell them a bit about your how you tend to fight, like your rotations and so forth.
Yeah, sure. Well, as any pally, what I do is I charge up 3 holy power, and then I'll pop Inquisition, my trinket, my wings, my Guardian of the Ancient Kings, and my zealotry all in one go, so that I can burst someone down. I tend to do that about, well, you can only do it every 2 minutes.
Nice, and it works well because obviously I play a Death Knight, so my DPS is a constant flow of damage. It doesn't really fluctuate between max, like loads DPS and minimal DPS. So it works well because then I save my trinkets. So I proc mine when obviously when you proc your wings then.
Yeah, I mean, for most part, well, no healer standing still can withstand that. What they generally only, I would say, shamans are probably the only ones capable of getting away from that, and that's because they can kite me really well.
Yeah, I do find that their Ghost Wolf and Grounding Totem working together is very, very effective. I do like playing. I obviously play a Shaman as well. Another thing we like to do in our fight team is actually Sam will go away and research a lot of the tactics we've got to use. So he'll say, okay, right, you do this, we do this, and quite often he sorts out my if like Blizzard make any major changes to glyphs and so forth. Sam will tell me and actually inform myself on how to play much better, which is good because it's really good that he does that, because obviously it helps us out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, anything which will help out the arena team is good all round.
Yep. And quite sadly, quite recently, not lost one of our partners, our 3 versus 2 partner, Safox, but he's having a bit of problems at the moment. So hopefully gets in a better situation soon. We've got a new PvP partner, that Rozzy. How do you think he's getting on so far, Sam?
Well, considering that he's got a PvE spec for his PvP, pretty well, really.
Yeah, I feel he did well.
He hasn't done much PvP, and he got flung straight into it with us, who, you know, we worked together quite well, but obviously never worked with a warrior before, so it was quite interesting.
Yep. I thought it went really well. Hopefully we'll get the videos up of us in our team working with him the other day. I mean, we went through about 50-50 in our fights, wasn't it? I think we had 10 losses to our 10 wins, which I think is not too bad when you're trying to work with someone you've not really worked with before, especially so close to the beginning of the season, where you tend to still fight the top people in it. You're still quite often going to get caught with them.
Yeah, and especially as at this season, it's very much balanced towards casters at the moment. I mean, we came up against a warlock which did 1 million damage in the time I did 300k.
Yeah, the wizard cleave, as you like to call it.
I do indeed.
So I mean, as our season's going to go, obviously I feel like we're going to get better. We're going to get further and further. I mean, and I don't think we're going to get top tier, top level PvP, but maybe pushing the door a little bit. Do you think maybe?
Yeah, honestly, I think if we don't get to if we don't get to 1550 rating, it'll be a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, yeah, and it's going well at the moment. I mean, I've really have sorted out what I'm doing, like, and my spec wise as well. I've been sorting it all out. I mean, you helped me glyph my character, my Death Knight, and he's doing a lot more damage. But also, in my healing's coming a lot better in the PvP as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you're one of the top class healers when it comes to actually throwing out. It's just the only thing you need to work on now is then your titan.
Yeah,
and then I think
most definitely.
you'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, I always think, oh, I got to heal them. Yeah, oh, I'm dead. I mean, if anyone out there has any really good tactics to give to us, obviously give it to us, because I'm always up for seeing how people do things, how what three versus three teams they're in, and how well they're doing. Yeah. So honestly, if you think you can give us any advice, or you don't like the way we do something, tell us. Leave a comment. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Also, if you play, an unusual composition, which, because every top compositions seem to be like Frost Mages or Affliction Warlocks, or even Holy Pallies or Resto Chamois. Say if you play something quite different, like Triple Ret, or I don't know, Triple Balance Druid.
Yeah.
Tell us how that
Yeah. Just what we want to know, because obviously the idea is we're trying to build up a knowledge of how really good arena teams work together and so forth. Another thing we tend to do, I've noticed as well, Sam, is that we'll call out a target, and then, or we'll call out which target we're going to attack, and then from there we won't over talk each other. We'll just tend to be like, it seems to be like one word. So I'll say like mage, and automatically we know to go for the mage, obviously. Or if there's like a mage and a rogue, I'll say mage, and then as soon as the rogue pops out, one of us will say rogue, and then the other one will go on the rogue, and it seems to work quite well. That, like, I don't know, how would you describe it? It's not like a command system as such, but that knowledge that I know that if we say that one word, you know what I'm going to do, and I know what you're going to do.
Yeah, they call it battle camp in some places. Yeah, it's just because we know each other so well.
Yeah, it's worked well. I mean, like, I'm really hoping that obviously we get South back, and then we get Rozzy up at the same time, and get that 3 versus 3 team going. That'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely brilliant. I'm trying to think what other tactics we can tell them that we tend to do, or things that we tend to do when we PvP. And I mean,
well, if we come up against a Resto Druid, we'll hit on his partner until he appears, and then we'll hit on the rest of it. Because at the moment they seem a little bit weak. Like, they can do out a lot of healing quickly, but they can't kite very well, and they just don't seem to be able to stand up as well as Pallies or Resto.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. I think there's a lot of classes that I absolutely hate rogues. I think rogues hate rogues. What do you think?
Yeah, rogues don't really bother me too much. I don't know. I mean, I get annoyed if, say, I'm in a battleground and I'm up against like a rogue or something, and they keep coming at me. But in an arena, they don't really bother me too much. I hate, compared to rogues, feral druids are much.
I definitely hate fighting feral druids when I'm trying to heal. They really destroy me. But it's all good, because obviously the more I get used to fighting them, the better. Okay, thanks for that, Sam. Thanks for coming along and having a chat. I'll hopefully get you back on the next video, and hopefully we can get our other PvP partner on, so we can have a bit more discussion on how we do our tactics, or how we evolve, because obviously it's a new member, so we can talk about it. See you later, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.